After entering data as sample units in your personal collecting page, the next step is to validate and submit each one. To validate and submit, you must be online. Go to your collecting page from the left-hand menu. Open your saved sample unit and click Validate. Validation is like an initial quality control check for your survey data. MERMAID reviews required fields and entered observations and flags anything that needs your attention. You'll see two types of validation messages: warnings and errors. Warnings are a heads up. You should review them carefully, and if the data is correct, you can choose to ignore the warning by just checking Ignore Warning. If something needs adjusting, simply make the correction. For example, here we have a warning about fish biomass being greater than 5,000 kilograms per hectare, which seems unusually high. You can scroll to observations to review your data. And here, you can see that the fish size entered seems greater than the maximum observed size. After reviewing the dive sheet, the size should indeed be 60 and not 600 centimeters. Now the biomass warning should be addressed. Now, errors are different from warnings. They must be fixed before you can submit your sample unit. Errors usually mean a required field like site or date is missing, a value entered is invalid, or the number of observations doesn't match the expected number based on your transect or quadrant details. Here you have an error message informing that there's some invalid or missing fields. Scroll through the page to look for a flag field. It seems that depth was left blank. After fixing the error, you can save and revalidate your sample unit. Once validation passes successfully, you can move on to submit your sample unit. When submitted, your sample unit moves from your personal collecting page to the submitted page, where all project members can view it. Validating before submission ensures your data is clean, complete, and consistent across your MERMAID project, helping maintain high data quality for analysis, reporting, and sharing. If you go to the submitted page, you'll see your sample unit that you just validated and submitted. Once a sample unit is submitted, only admin can make changes by opening the sample unit and clicking on Edit Sample Unit to move to collecting. If you're not edit and you're not an admin must transfer the sample unit back to your collecting page so you can update it and resubmit it.